If you're watching this video, that means you have a problem with the return on the ad spend of your Facebook ads for your e-commerce brand, or probably you're just like not happy with the results you're currently getting, and so you're looking for a new approach or some fixes that you can do inside your ad account to increase and improve your return on the ad spend. And this is exactly what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to basically show you the exact approach that we have used to help this e-commerce brand to go from a 2x to a 5x return on ad spend just in 30 days after working with us. We did this through my e-commerce agency, which is Scale It, and we help e-commerce brands with paid advertising and other creatives. So if you need any help, feel free to click the link below and to schedule a call directly with me. So let's move forward with the video. How we were able to fix the return on ad spend of this e-commerce brand. Before going into the details, I want to show you guys the proof. And as you can see, this is like a screen recording directly from the ads manager, and this was the actual return on ad spend of this brand in March 2025. They had a 2.61 return on ad spend, and then in April we worked together, we went to a 5.10, and then in May we went to a 4.52. Still not finished May, but yeah, this is the current situation. And if we look at the increase in the return on ad spend, this was actually a 95% increase. So we were able to go from a 2.61 in March to a 5.10 in April. And let me actually explain you the process that we have used. Okay, before going to the actual process, I want to just give you a little bit of context about the situation that this brand was in. So this was the current campaign setup. So they had a CBO campaign with an Advantage Shopping Plus campaign, which is probably what most of you are doing. So one testing campaign, AB or CBO. In that case, it was in their case, it was a CBO campaign, and one Advantage Shopping Plus testing scaling campaign. So what they were doing, they were basically using a single ad set with a batch of creatives to test creatives inside the CBO campaign, and using UGC videos and images all together inside this campaign. And then they were moving all the winners, as you probably have heard of, into a scaling campaign where they had basically one ad set with all the best creatives, and on average they had like 5 creatives active every time, let's say month by month. And they were launching 5 to 10 creatives per month, which is not really ideal, but since they were not spending much budget, in their case was totally fine. And the e-commerce brand also has over 30 products in the store, so it's not like a single product. They were not like few SKUs, but there were more than 30 products. So what we noticed that inside the testing campaign, they were burning a lot of budget, because the testing campaign was spending, like within a CBO setup, was basically spending most of the budget into videos with high engagement, not necessarily with the highest return on the ad spend. And so the overall ad count return on ad spend was decreased by the testing campaign in CBO setup. And so what we can say is that what they're basically doing, they were kind of overspending in this testing campaign, but then they were like, the actual testing was performing much worse compared to the Advantage Shopping Plus, which was supposed to be a scaling campaign. And so that definitely makes sense. But the problem with the Advantage Shopping Plus is that they were up and down. So every time they were uploading a new batch of winning ads into the Advantage Shopping Plus, the campaign was working well for like 2 weeks and then going down again. But the overall ad account return on ad spend, which is the one that we care about, not just like the return on ad spend of a single campaign, was heavily decreased by the CBO testing campaign. And so we were basically thinking about an approach that could help and fix this approach. So like how we could minimize the testing risks while increasing the overall ad account return on the ad spend. So what we did, we basically, first thing that we did was identify the top 3 winning products. As I mentioned before, they had over 30. And so we identified the top 3 winning products. So the top products within their store, top 4 products actually, not 3. That they were generating the highest amount of sales within their Shopify store. And then what we did, which is probably something that you never heard of, we have switched all the campaign, so the CBO campaign in this case, into an Advantage Shopping Plus campaign. So the entire ad account was running on Advantage Shopping Plus only, with one ad set, so you can call it like a CBO with one ad set. And we completely ditched, like we completely removed the test and scale setup. So everything was done within the same campaign. We were testing and scaling content within the same campaign. And the reason why we didn't do this into a CBO setup is because in a CBO setup, we noticed that the campaign were spending most of the budget into the highest engagement content. So not the one with the highest return on the ad spend. And the way that we fixed this, we basically created one Advantage Shopping Plus campaign per product. So 4 different campaigns, which in each campaign, we had 10 plus creatives with a mix of angles and content types. So a mix of videos, images, angles, all within one Advantage Shopping Plus per product. And the reason why we did this is because we wanted to optimize the campaign toward a specific AOV. So if a product has like a 100 AOV, then it was much easier for us to read and understand data looking at directly at the campaign level without going inside each single ad set. And also their budget wasn't that big, and so we were able to like focus everything, like avoid fragmentation basically, and consolidate most of the budget to few campaigns to increase the number of campaigns and ads actually out from the learning phase. And we produced new statics and UGC videos, and we have used 2 UGC videos and around 2 UGC videos and 5 statics for each product. Plus we have used some of the existing statics and videos that they already had inside the ad account. And we started refreshing the creatives every 1 or 2 weeks. And so this is what basically the new ad account looked like in terms of structure. So as you can see here, we basically didn't have any retargeting, just to mention this one as well. We did not have any retargeting, and Advantage Shopping Plus was automatically doing the retargeting. The only thing that we did, we only have excluded existing customers because we don't want to target again people that already bought from us, and these people should convert more with email. And of course, in the future, ideally what we will do is create another campaign targeting only existing customers in order to maximize the retention, but the budget we're gonna put is gonna be very, very low. And this is basically a screenshot of how the ad account looked like in April. So as you can see, this is filtered by the campaign that are active, and we basically, which are the same campaign that are active right now in May. And as you can see, we have 4 different campaigns. One campaign, like each single campaign is an Advantage Shopping Plus in a CBO setup, 1 ad set only, 10 plus creatives inside, and each campaign is for one specific product. And as you can see, this is the results of 4.80 return on the ad spend. And so why this happened? The reason why we were able to do this is because we were able to consolidate the budget and avoid the testing and scaling approach. And so what we did instead, our testing campaign was also our scaling campaign. And the way that we scale this is by literally increasing the budget within the single campaign while also adding new creatives. So every time we add new creatives, these new creatives go to replace the existing winning creatives inside the testing campaign, which is also a scaling campaign, if the new creatives are better. So what we want to do, what we don't want to do actually, we don't want to test and force test on specific creatives that are not going to work. And at the same time, we don't want Meta to keep spending on creatives just because there is a high engagement. And this was what was basically happening with the CBO setup. And this is how we fix it with Advantage Shopping Plus setup only. And yeah, this is basically it, guys. If you need anything, remember to check the links in the description of this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.